Hello, welcome back. This is a new song every week, the show in which I document the process of writing and recording a new song for every week of the year 2023. And today is a very special Christmas episode, and it features my friend Nadene from King Ibis, who are one of my favourite Perth bands. They recently supported Coldplay when Coldplay came over and did their exclusive Perth shows. I first saw them play live at The Bird about a year ago, and I've been wanting to do something together for a while. We had a writing session booked in for December, and, you know, Christmas was approaching, and I had this idea for a Christmas song kind of floating about from a while back, but I'd never really gotten around to working on it. And I thought it would be great if Nadene could come and help me finish the song, and we ended up finishing all the lyrics together, and we sing it as a duet. Now, usually I would show the making of the song and then play the song at the end. But for this episode, I'm going to do something a little bit different. So I'm just going to play you the song first, and then after that, we're going to go back and see the process of how we wrote it together. So this is Last Minute Christmas Present.
Today's the day, as we all know, somehow still comes out of nowhere. I've been running round all morning just to try and beat it. The meat is cold, but everyone's concerned with when we're gonna swim. Dad's hung the pudding from the tree just so the dog won't eat it. It's always at this time, one more oversight. We're all so unprepared, but thank you for my last minute Christmas present. It's nice to know I'm not the only one round here to understand. I'm loving every minute. I want to show appreciation for the ones who drive me mad.
This house is chaos but full of love. Mom is so eager to please that she's burning down the kitchen, and it's 49 degrees. A bottle of your favorite scotch I just picked up on the way, but you still shoot the warmest look of things right back to me and say, it's honestly so fine. I always loved this time, and I still know you care. So thank you for my
last minute Christmas present. It's nice to know I'm not the only one round here to understand. I'm loving every minute. I want to show appreciation for the ones who drive me mad.
So the original idea for this song was floating around over a year ago, mainly just the title and a loose idea of how the melody could go. Hello, the date is, it's Friday the 13th of January, and I'm just making a little note of this on video now. I'm supposed to be editing the third week's video as we speak. The second song, Overexcited, came out yesterday. I was thinking about the year ahead. Maybe a Christmas song could be on the cards. I did have this idea for a song that could be called Last Minute Christmas Present, and it's in my head kind of like a Dan Kelly sort of quirky family ballad. Just so I remember this, I want the verse to kind of be like, today's the day, blah, 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 something. Because, you know, it's the day. But, today's the day we waited for, like two doves, like a parade. I don't know about the chord. I want some kind of weird twisting and turning chord progression to be there. I'll figure that out. And the chorus could be... The Christmas bells could like...
Save it for my last minute Christmas present.
Anyway, just putting that down now. If we make it to December, let's do that song. I had it in my head that it was maybe going to be about just sort of running around trying to get presents at the last minute and maybe the lead up to a family Christmas setting. But when Nadene came in and we started talking about some lyric ideas, she had the idea of it actually taking place on Christmas Day at the family home. The day before she was coming over, we didn't know what we were going to write. Maybe we were going to write a whole song from scratch. I sent her a message and said, hey, I've got this idea for a Christmas song. I wasn't thinking I was actually going to get around to doing this song in the end, but maybe we could give this a try. And it's going to be called Last Minute Christmas Present. So she was thinking about that. She got the ball rolling with all these lyrics. A lot of her lyrics ended up being what I sang in my verse. And then funnily enough, most of what I wrote ended up being what she sang in her verse. She came up with this great line about Dad hanging the pudding from the Christmas tree so the dog won't eat it, which she said is an actual true story. And we began the session downstairs in the live room so I could actually play on a real upright piano. All right. There we go.
Cool.
How's it going?
Yeah, good.
Hey, I've got a song that I wanted you to help me with.
Awesome.
Now, you haven't heard it yet, but I did mention that it was going to be called Last Minute Christmas Present, and this is just before Christmas, so it's an apt
Have you
title.
not bought Christmas presents as well? Is it quite relatable? Or
Look, I'm not officially going to comment on that status.
Today's the day we waited for. Like two doors on a parade. Another one around the when I see the study.
But mainly that chorus of
Last minute Christmas present.
it's like a Bob Dylan or Dan
sick.
Kelly kind
I
of thing.
love that. That's cool.
In terms of like the lyrics, but I don't know like what to do with it, if it's kind of just rushing around to get presents at the last minute for someone, or maybe it's more like trying to tap into that the stress and anxiety around the holiday season, and it being not so much maybe failing to connect with that aspect of it is not necessarily correlating with how you feel about the people you're trying to deal with.
Yeah, that's great.
I
think that would be a good angle.
So I don't know, maybe we could just noodle around with that idea
Cool.
for a bit.
Do you have some lyrics in mind?
I thought the first line could be "Today's the day."
Yeah.
And that's it. That's all I got. And then
That's a good start. I
and
might
then
just write it in my notes if that's okay.
yeah. Trying to find that balance of chords that sound classic but also a bit weird.
Yeah.
Do you want to, because it's like a fresh thing for you, whereas I've kind of been bogged down with this unfinished idea. Like, do you ever start an idea and then try to come back to it later and it's just impossible?
Yeah.
So
Yeah, it's really hard to finish off.
maybe if I just sort of sing and hum, and do you want to just go for it and write it and write what
That
you
sounds good.
would write?
Yeah.
That'd be awesome. And then I can start with your idea.
Sounds good.
All right, cool.
So for that first bit, so the melody is today is the day, da da da. Na, 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 na,
Yeah.
na, na.
I'm pretty flexible with what that's going to be.
Yeah, sweet.
Given there's no words yet.
That's all right.
And we can
Cool.
always like trim ums and ahs out of lines to make it fit a melody too. So
Yeah,
please
sweet.
don't feel restricted by anything I'm doing.
Easy.
And pre-chorus could be
Only if you can. I'm running out of ways to tell you I never mind. Save it for my last minute
workably thing. Like,
Sick.
then we do the chimes. There we go.
Yeah. Yeah, that's cool.
Find some Christmas bells somewhere.
I had some lyrics written down, but I'm not sure if it will work with this melody. It went with like a completely different melody in my head, but I don't know if it would somehow fit in.
Yeah.
Do you mind if I sing what I had? Just
Sure.
so,
Yeah.
because I always feel a bit awkward saying lyrics sometimes.
Yeah.
Me serves cold, everyone is going for a swim. Dad is hanging pudding on the tree again. I just can't believe it's Christmas Eve again. Everything's changed, but still it seems nothing has. Nana's putting cake on the placemat. Mom yells out, don't let the dog eat that.
That's cool. I think that's, in my head, I was like focusing on running around before actually arriving at any kind of Christmas engagements, but maybe it's good to paint that picture of like that whole Christmas Eve family.
Even you
get-together.
or even without actually saying Christmas, we could allude
Which
to
says that in the chorus anyway, so
yeah. We could allude to the fact that it's Christmas by saying things like, I don't know, turkey or I don't know, whatever.
Could I look at those lyrics?
Yeah, sure thing.
And try and put them in this context?
Yeah, absolutely.
That's all right. So be like,
Meat served cold and everyone is going out for a swim. Daddy's hanging pudding from the tree again. I just can't believe it's time. Well, now everything has changed, but still it seems like nothing has.
Sick. I love that. You just did that so easily.
why don't we take this and we go into the real studio.
The real studio, nice.
And I'll put down the chords and we'll start moulding this into that song. All
I
right,
love that.
That's awesome.
That sounds great.
Thank you. Wicked. All right. Today's the day.
That we finish this song.
Yeah. Okay. Let's go. I've got a verse, chorus thing. Well, there's pre-choruses in there. Yeah, if you've got some lyrics going, even the ones you had before or wherever you're at.
Meat served cold and everyone is going in for a swim. Daddy's hanging from the tree again. I just can't.
Hey, what if it was, but thank you for my loss. Yeah. So someone's giving you that one? Yeah. Let me just play this and I'll have a little write. so annoying to listen to on a loop. I'm just trying to I'm just word vomiting.
Yeah, same.
Just to get myself into gear. This is kind of sort of not lyrics.
Yeah.
But also
Hectic.
sort of lyrics.
Everyone's running around.
I was just vomiting things, but I'm just trying to imagine a family scene where there is, in theory, there's meant to be an order of things like presents, food ready, then everyone goes for a swim, but nothing's going to plan and the food's not ready. And then
that's funny. The dog's eating the pudding. That was actually what I was.
Your thing, yeah.
One time it was hanging from the tree because my dad makes a pudding. He makes a pudding and he dries it out in the lemon tree. And the puppy that my sister bought over 1 year ate the pudding, and it was worth hundreds of dollars because it had all these beautiful ingredients in it.
That's awesome. Sort of
sleep for my favourite scotch. Yeah, sick.
So could be.
It's always at this time, one more oversight, 'cause I'm so unprepared, but thank you for my loss.
Do you think if we try and get the today's the day thing, so that the meat is cold and every one line could trigger because there's sort of two blocks of the first verse.
Yeah. Time has come. So being the meat is cold is the trigger of the second part, or the
so it's
yeah.
Today's the day, something on, right there, down, da 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 da. The meat is cold, and everyone is a bandit for a swim. Catching something from the tree again, so
And somehow making that more hectic.
Yeah.
Today's the day, as we all know, somehow still comes out of nowhere. I've been running around all morning just to try and beat it. The meat is cold, but everyone's concerned with when we're gonna swim. Dad's hung the pudding from the tree just so the dog won't eat it. It's always at this time, another oversight. We're all so unprepared. Thank you for my lust.
I think that fits.
Yeah, that's cool.
It's a bit high for me. If I was to lower the key a bit.
Today's the day, as we all know, somehow still comes out of nowhere. I've been running around all morning just to try and beat it.
Great. And maybe if we start the second verse with "This house is chaos," something just straight up that. Okay. And then for the pre-chorus, I might sing low and you sing high.
Yeah. And at the end of the chorus, could we say something about loving every minute, even though there's all this stuff going on?
I was trying. Yes, that's what I wanted to do. Maybe I need you to write it.
Even though.
Even in the face of all this stress or, what's it? I've got to figure out what these chords are now because I just dragged all the MIDI notes down.
Oh, yeah, because it's transposed, right?
Yeah.
Oh, shit. Because you played it with a capo on the guitar, right? Could it just be...
I could, but now I want to know for my own sanity.
But did you play, open chords on the guitar, or...?
Yeah.
Oh,
I
okay.
did, yeah.
I got some jumping words for the next
Yeah.
verse.
Cool.
Chaotic home filled with love. Something about tension rising in the air, or like...
Do you start with this
This house is chaos, but full of love.
Yeah?
or do you start with
The family home is full of love, but so much chaos all around.
right, which is better?
Yeah, I guess it depends what we want to say in this verse.
It's kind of saying the same thing, but I think we're just trying to make it.
What was the first one again?
The house is chaos, but full of love.
Chaos, but
That's probably cooler.
Yeah, probably. And it's concise.
A bottle of your favorite scotch I just picked up on the way, but you still shoot the warmest look of thanks back at me either way.
Nice.
Is that cool?
Yeah. A bottle of your favourite scotch. All right.
Trying to avoid wine and whiskey, which are the
Classic.
They're the two most overly name-checked
Yeah,
drinks
yeah.
in
You don't
music.
want it to be too like cheesy.
Okay, hectic, wholesome imagery to get us from House of Chaos full of love to a bottle of your favourite scotch.